Hi, I'm Michael Brantel, owner of Empowered Golf Fitness in Pennington, New Jersey. Today I'd like to show you a core stabilization sequence that will go through a lot of full body movements held isometrically to increase your core endurance and a connection between the legs, the abdominal, pelvic core, and the upper body. It's an excellent way to build strength, build symmetry throughout the body, and learn how to utilize your legs to transfer energy into the core, which is necessary for a powerful and reliable golf swing. You'll need a yoga block and a yoga mat. And I'm going to take the yoga block, place it between the upper inner thighs, and the first pose will be called dolphin pose. We come down onto the forearms with your longer fingers, touch your elbows, and then interlock the fingers together and squeeze into the outer ridge of the forearm. Tuck the toes under, and then I lift up and make a V. And I'm utilizing Ujjayi breathing, which is done with this slight restriction at the back of the throat. The shoulder blades are protracting, moving to the outside of the rib cage, and that keeps space in the shoulder joints so the shoulders are lifted away from the floor. Then we shift the feet backwards into plank on the forearms, get a firmer hold on the block with the inner thighs, tuck the tailbone towards the block and squeeze your sitting bones together. And again, keep the shoulders lifted so there's space in the shoulder joint, and then the shoulder blades are nice and stable, moving to the outside of the rib cage. From here, lower the knees, then the pelvis. Release the hands, now you're in Sphinx posture. A nice back bend, tuck the tailbone, pull the belly in, lift the ribs up. And then we lift the elbows up an inch or two, keep them hugging in. This would be low cobra with a high Sphinx. Pulling the shoulder blades down and together, the opposite of what we were doing in the plank and the dolphin. Release the chest down, slide the hands under the shoulders, tuck the toes under, lift up into downward dog with the block. Again, making a V-like shape, keeping the shoulder blades open and apart, squeezing the brick or the block with the inner thighs, keeping the hands and feet steady. About 5 to 7 breaths. Then we shift over the hands into the high plank. Squeeze the block. Keep the belly firm without restricting the breathing. And the legs nice and powerful. So we transfer that leg energy right into the pelvic core, right into the abdominal layer, out through the arms. Then this time I'm going to go through the elbows, right to the floor. You can use your knees if you need to in that one. Rise up to Cobra. Stronger back bend than the Sphinx. If it's too much for you, you can repeat the Sphinx. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and pull the head of the arm bone back and down. Keep the breath smooth. Release that. Last one, lift up, downward dog, get a nice chest stretch, shoulder opening, great stretch for the back of the body. Hold that for 5 breaths. Release down, remove the block, and rest in child's pose. And relax everything in the child's pose. So there you have it. That's an excellent core stabilization sequence to build more core endurance.